On the morning of January 5th, 1914, the lobby of Ford Motor Company headquarters in Detroit overflowed with hopeful job seekers. Word had traveled faster than telegrams or headlines. By sunrise, men lined the streets, drawn by what seemed like an impossible promise: $5 a day for factory work. The offer pulled them in like iron to a magnet. Upstairs, behind a frost-laced window, Henry Ford watched in silence as the crowd spilled onto the sidewalk, stretching around the corner. He wasn't smiling, not yet. The weight of his decision pressed heavily on his chest. Months of heated meetings and sleepless nights had led to this moment. His board had fought him fiercely. Economists predicted bankruptcy. Competitors called him delusional. Even his closest advisors looked on with concern, waiting for numbers to reveal whether their boss was a genius or a fool. But Ford hadn't built his company by playing it safe. He'd watched his assembly lines falter under constant turnover, with good workers ground down by long hours and low pay, leaving before mastering their roles. Training new hires wasted time and money in an endless, inefficient cycle. Ford saw this not as a labor problem, but as a design flaw, one he could fix by changing the blueprint. His proposal seemed like madness. Cut the workday from 9 hours to 8, and double wages from $2.34 to $5. Pay workers enough to live well and give them time to breathe. This wasn't charity. It was his conviction that happy, rested workers built better cars. He believed they might eventually buy the vehicles they assembled. The public reaction was explosive. Editors branded him a socialist. Financial papers warned of inflation and industry collapse. When one reporter asked, "What if you're wrong?" Ford paused before answering with quiet certainty,
"Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right."
This wasn't just a clever phrase, but the essence of his gamble. Belief became a form of leverage more powerful than gears or capital. This conviction gradually reshaped his company. Productivity soared. Model Ts rolled off the line faster than ever, and for the first time, the men who built them could imagine owning one. By year's end, profits had doubled, not despite the wage increase, but because of it. Companies that had laughed at Ford in January were copying him by December. Labor unions pointed to Ford as proof that a better system was possible. Henry Ford didn't lead with slogans. He led with results. And he had been right.